Let me know in the comments which clone was your favorite and why. Alright guys, let's get on with today's video.
We would be honored if you would join us.
Hey guys, in today's video I want to cover some clones. How about it?
As you wish.
Now, the clones have always been a favorite character of mine in Star Wars due to their realistic mortality, battle-hardened personality, and their literal brotherhood on and off the field. They were the most highly trained soldiers in the Grand Army of the Republic, bred and trained from the elite DNA template of Jango Fett. While it's justified to wonder how stormtroopers fared up so poorly in comparison to the clones, that topic can be discussed in other videos that I've created, and ones to come in the future. However, I will briefly say that stormtroopers were just enlistees who wanted a job. They didn't really have the same passion or strength and training as the clones did. Not to mention their superior genetics, of course. Palpatine's tactics did completely change once he ruled the Empire. He thought that having an army high in numbers was the best way to strike fear into the rebellion. However, as we can see, that didn't really work out so well. Plot armor aside, of course. With the Separatist army as huge as it was, the Republic needed a greater one to match, and what better than a bunch of Jango Fetts running around.
You're mine.
So in episode 2, when Obi-Wan goes to Kamino, he is actually told that 200,000 units have been created, with another million on the way. That brings our tally up to 1.2 million clones, but we're not done there. In the Clone Wars TV show, the Senate approved and passed a bill to have 5 million more clones created, in addition to this 1.2 million. While the bill was approved, it was actually opposed by Padme due to the fact that the Republic couldn't afford any more clones, halting any more production beyond the now 6.2 million mark, especially with the added 25% interest rate. However, in the event that one unit doesn't refer to just one clone, but rather a battalion, meaning 576 troopers, as seen on Coruscant, then 200,000 of these would be about 115,200,000 clones. And then the other 1 million on the way that was spoken of would result in 576 million. This would create a massive grand total of 691,200,000, which of course would make much more sense when you have a clone army created to take over the entire galaxy. However, unfortunately, there is nowhere that specifies what exactly one unit means. Is it just one clone, or that entire one battalion, which is 576? Now, in Legends, Palpatine did create about 1 billion new clones that matured in just 1 year's time, as opposed to the clones who had double the aging speed of a regular human. These clones were called Sparti clones. He used these clones to fill in the gap for the ones that were lost during the wars. While the clones were made in the low 6 millions, if we consider one unit to be one single clone, this number actually isn't that much if we think about it at all, when you consider that they were meant to wage war on the entire galaxy. Something I like is that in The Force Awakens we get a nod towards the elite clone army when Kylo tells Hux that he would gladly start up the old cloning facility again. However, with the new era troopers, they have learned a thing or two from the mistakes of the Empire, and thus greatly improved their tactics, armor, helmet visibility, and overall training on the field, let alone their weapons and projectiles, to name a few. I'm pretty excited to see the advancement of troopers as we continue the Star Wars films. However, the infamous clone army has always left a special place in my heart, and I hope that we get to see them once again, at least in a show or the new comics or something. So who was your favorite trooper and why? Let me know below, and I will see you all in the next episode of Star Wars Theory. Thank you so much for watching, my fellow Jedi and Sith friends. But before I go, remember,
The Force will be with you always.